Hey guys, what's going on? StormRider36 here, and today we are here with SRL. It's back. The Dawning, I think the name of the update is, and it's pretty cool. And, you know, I haven't done anything on Destiny in a while because there hasn't been anything besides Rise of Iron, and now there's SRL again. And SRL, to me, is pretty exciting. I like it a lot, and it's typical Destiny, honestly. It's RNG, you know, sliding on sparrows, people bumping each other out of gates just to fuck with each other. It's Destiny PvP. You know, it's like you would think that they would add a racing mode and Destiny PvP would change a little bit. No, there's still those people that love to make other people hate the game, and there's people that, you know, just play it because they kind of have to get the highest level gear. That's me. So, I mean, you guys are going to see 2 races because the races aren't very long, so I figured, you know, 1 race isn't really enough. But, you know, it's whatever. So one of the races I get fucked out of, it's pretty funny how, and the other one I win. So, you know, of course, why would I post anything else? I actually have been winning a lot. I think it's because I've, you know, done this before. I would assume that's like the only reason why it really makes sense. But anyway, so back to Destiny. So Destiny it's a very hard game for me to stay into just because of the fact that you guys, I have not made this a secret. You guys know I hate the Destiny Crucible system. The matchmaking doesn't put you against players of identical skill level. There's a lot of broken weapons in it. It is very difficult to balance all these weapons, I understand, because there's a ton of weapons in Destiny, but at the same time, you know, it still sucks. Having the random number generation drop for stuff, you know, good in theory, awful in practice, because people that are at the bottom of the list get the good stuff, meanwhile the people who deserve it don't, and it's upsetting. But, you know, that's just what happens. Like, a lot of the races I came in first in, I didn't get any legendaries, I just got blues. But, you know, at this point, I wasn't even mad. I was just more happy that I had the accomplishment of winning the race, you know, being able to outrace everybody else. It was fun. So, another thing I do like about this update is that they added the book system. I like the book system because it actually gives you goals that you can see. You can see yourself achieving them. I love the Rise of Iron book. I got like 98% done with that, except for like the last 2 pieces on the Wrath of the Machine side, because I just didn't need to do the Wrath of the Machine anymore. And then there's, you know, yeah, that's it. And then there was the, and it was like the 2-year anniversary book that they made when the game turned 2. And there was stuff in that you could do in prizes. I like that because, you know, it's like you're working towards something and you're able to see yourself getting towards it. It's not, you know, like getting a full raid set where it's kind of RNG and you don't really know if you do the raid 5 times or if you do the raid 200 times. You don't know if you're going to get it. I like it because it's a guaranteed thing. Another thing I like about this, they finally brought back the fucking Nexus strike. Holy shit, has it needed it. The Nexus strike has been in the game since its release. I haven't even been playing the game that long. The only reason I even knew about it is because I played it because I wanted to play everything when I first got Destiny. I wanted to do everything. So my friend was like, oh, there's this strike. No one really cares about it anymore. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. I want to do it. So we did it, the Nexus strike, and then I've done it like 1 other time since then. But the first week this DLC has been out, it was the Nightfall, and I did it, and it was so much fun. I loved it. It's great. It's a great time. It really is fun. That strike, very well done. And its remaster, you know, Icor and Cade arguing back and forth is awesome. I love it. All the new emotes, all the new ornaments, everything looks great, and I love it. I love seeing the difference in updates from Taken King to Rise of Iron. Like, just the detail, and it feels like passion that goes into these updates. It is really cool. Like, it seems like they are really going outside of their comfort zone. Bungie is really going outside of their comfort zone when they do these updates, because they're adding crazy sets of armor. They're adding, you know, crazy sparrow racing maps, crazy sparrow looks, crazy, you know, ornaments, crazy everything. Because they just want to, honestly, I think it's because they just want to see what they want to put in for Destiny 2. I think that's what they're doing. They're seeing what they want to keep and what people are willing to accept. And honestly, Destiny players are willing to accept a good amount of stuff. As you guys can see, that's what fucked me out. I hit that guy mid-air, and it shoots us both back to 5th and 6th. What are the fucking chances of that? Like, seriously, what are the fucking chances of me hitting that guy mid-air? I don't know. I'm upset. I was upset about it, but at the same time, I don't take any Crucible like super seriously, except for Trials, because Trials is hard, and I don't want to get into that. But anyway, so back to the topic at hand. I love this update. I'm not gonna like hate on Bungie for anything. Now, this update is new, so you know, we'll see how long it keeps people playing. We'll see how long SRL is available. Because honestly, I think when Destiny 2 comes out, if it doesn't, it will probably have SRL. But if it doesn't, you know, SRL will be a thing that people love. But, you know, Destiny 2 doesn't come out for another, what, year? Because it's almost 2016. They said it's going to come out in 2017. So, that's when it comes out. But I do wish that they would have made new maps, because then it gives people like me an unfair advantage. And, you know, it's surprising for someone to admit that they have an unfair advantage. But it really isn't fair to people who got it for Rise of Iron. Because I know these Sparrow Racing maps. I remember the routes I took to win. I remember the routes I took to, you know, cut people off, to bump people in certain directions. And other people won't know that. Or maybe some people won't remember if they did do SRL. So it comes down to the fact that I have an unfair advantage, and I don't really particularly enjoy that. But at the same time, it's like, Crucible is such bullshit anyway. It doesn't really matter that I have this advantage, because people are still going to fuck with me. You know what I mean? If you're a Destiny player, I'm assuming that's the reason that you clicked on this video. It's just that. Crucible, you know, the only people who like Crucible are the people who abuse it. AKA the people that use the stuff that is overly broken. And the people who, you know, have skill are the people that can transition well. Because I don't want to say everybody who plays Crucible and uses, like, the Matador, or uses, you know, Titan Smash with, what's it called? Unstoppable is bad. That's not true. Because some of those people can transition to sniper rifles and kill. Some people can transition from pulse rifles to hand cannons to scout rifles, back to pulse rifles. No problem, it'd be really good. I'm just saying that there is a big group of people in the Crucible that, you know, have given the Crucible a shitty rep because they only use shotguns. They only panic smash. They only use their Nova bombs. You know, they only use the really stupid, like, Axiom grenades that seek you out. They use, I'm trying to think of, like, something else that's really, really BS. Probably Hunter skip grenades with Shinobu's Vow. I would think it's a gauntlet. For those of you that don't know, it's a gauntlet that gives you 2 of this grenade that seeks you out. And the grenade, 1 grenade could kill you if you had a little bit of health gun, so 2 obviously will kill you. So that's pretty much why it's quote-unquote overpowered. I mean, Destiny itself as a game is hard to balance. Like, let's face it, there's so much shit in it, it would be really hard to balance. I can compare it to Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2, and for those of you that haven't played it, you're not going to get this reference, but Team Fortress 2 has a ton of unlockable weapons in it, just like Destiny does. However, Team Fortress 2 is a sole multiplayer PvP game. The thing about Destiny is that it has to balance them for PvE and PvP. So, like, really good PvP weapons, those perks can't translate over to PvE, and, you know, you would think PvP weapons won't translate over to PvE, but some of them do. So that kind of sucks for me, not being a PvE player, or PvP player, Crucible player, because of the fact that I have to worry about playing Crucible in order to get stuff to fight, you know, Axis, or do the raids, do the strikes, yada yada. So, you know, I enjoy the fact that SRL is able to give you everything, because I today got a weapon from it, and I was like, whoa, you can get weapons from this? That's awesome. Like, that is awesome, the fact that it gives you weapons. Another thing that's awesome that I forgot to touch up on is the Vanguard system now. I felt really bad because the Vanguard in Rise of Iron kind of got left aside. Like, hey, we're leaving the Vanguard from taking gank, pretty much. That's what you have, is that Vanguard. And to be honest, that Vanguard wasn't my favorite. They just kind of were there to give you stuff. Cade was the only one that had flair to him, and I love Cade. I love the new Cade. He's awesome. So the fact that they gave the Vanguard an update in conjunction with the SRL coming back is pretty cool, because you know it makes you want to be a part of the Vanguard a lot more, you know, because when you think about it, when you go to the Rise of Iron, everyone was like, oh, now we're Iron Lords. No one cared about the Vanguard. Shiro was the closest thing you wanted to have to do with them. But now you go back, there's bounties to complete. You know, there's tier systems to the loot that you can get from heroics and nightfalls. It makes it fun again. It makes it rewarding to go in and kill stuff to get points. That's why the PoE update was so successful. You know, you would go in, you would see the points rack up on your screen. It's just that fun. But that's about all I have time for to talk about. I hope you guys are enjoying SRL. And if you don't have Destiny, I don't know why you clicked on this video, because that's all it was going to be, was a review of Destiny's SRL and Dawning update. If you guys like it, go get it. If you guys like Destiny, go get it. If you haven't downloaded this update already, it's free. So why haven't you done it? But that's all I have time for. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. This has been Stormrider 36, and I'll see you all in the next one.